Her new film, Sunset, is expected to open over the weekends. And plenty of folks are heavily into their Christmas shopping by now. And if the thought of yet another necktie for Uncle Ed or another fruitcake for the in-laws is just too much, don't give up. There's a whole crop of offbeat, way out, and just plain weird stuff out there waiting to be bought. Judy reports.
The tree is lit, the star is twinkling, and the windows are wowing them. That means the chase is on to find the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
Now, if you're really stumped and the person you're trying to find a gift for really has everything, not to worry.
Here's the perfect item for every Wall Street whiz and political pro on your list.
This is your automatic personal paper shredder. There we are, all set. And
Eat your heart out, Fawn Hall. Dick DeBartolo, creative consultant to Mad Magazine and self-styled curator of the Museum of Disappointing Gifts, has plenty of suggestions.
Well, this is your electric tie rack. Now, you know what a problem it is to use your finger and spin that tie rack manually. So now we have the electric tie rack. Here it comes. With me, it's easy. I only own this tie.
It even comes with a nightlight so you can pick out your ties in the dark. And for the truly illiterate or the legally blind, there's the talking watch.
12:27 p.m. Thank you very much.
And for the chronic oversleeper with a personality disorder, there's a voice-controlled alarm clock.
yes, in case you don't want to reach over and hit it to shut it off in the morning, you can just say, we'll do it again. You can just say, no!
And it'll just
And
go
it'll
off.
go off.
And if your spouse has a disgusting habit of reading in bed and the light drives you crazy, not to worry. These headlights will do the trick.
For compulsive gamblers who may also suffer from arthritis of the wrist, there are now electronic dice. No need to roll them when you can push a button. And in case all the shopping is making you climb the walls and you want to know just how far you have to go, now there's the Measuremate.
Now, this is for measuring the distances in rooms. We put it up here. It'll send out an ultrasonic sound. This room is 19 feet 2 inches long, something you'll want to immediately write in your diary.
A truly practical new idea is the Christmas tree ornament that's actually a smoke and fire detector. All of these products come from the Sharper Image or Hammaker Schlemmer. But if you're still desperate, there's always the universal gift certificate from American Express. You can buy anything, anywhere. Of course, there are always the Australian Golden Nuggets. We have a number of them here at Channel 5. And if you're having trouble finding a really great dancing partner for all those holiday parties, there's Sonic Bam Bam, a dancing gorilla who literally goes ape, activated by the sound of music.
You wanted unique? You got unique. Judy Lick, Fox News, Channel 5.
Judy wants that gorilla, I could tell. And coming up next, it's getting warmer and staying dry. Nick's ahead with a forecast after this.
Love in the 90s. It might be better than you think.
I have a spot
of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters of your area, in voluntary cooperation with the FCC and other authorities, have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, you would have been instructed where to tune in your area for news and official information. This station serves the 5 boroughs of New York City. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
A holiday treat from Channel 11. A Laurel and Hardy classic. March of the Wooden Soldiers. Tonight at 8 on Channel 11.
Hi, and welcome to Best Talk in Town. We are going to have so much fun today. One of my all-time heroes is here, Dick DeBartolo. And, well, I'll tell you all about him in a little bit. He's brought a bunch of useless gifts that we all can use. Also, we're going to learn how to wrap up our useless or not-so-useless gifts, and I'm going to talk to you about mall malice today. I'm Nola Roper, and this is the Best Talk in Town. Right, Wink?
Let's get this show on the road.
Well, just caught me in my morning routine of reading Mad Magazine. When's the last time you bought a Mad Magazine? Oh, come on! You got to buy a guys that absolutely shaped one of my senses of humor is
Wait
none
a
other
minute.
than Dick DeBartolo, who's there. He wrote for this magazine. Now he consults. He still writes for Mad Magazine. He does everything. Remember the Match Game with Gene Rayburn? He wrote all those things. Very funny guy, and he's brought a bunch of useless stuff here. Why did you do this?
Well, I thought everybody knows the sensible things to buy for Christmas. How about the offbeat, the bizarre, the weird?
Now, I mean,
Those are my attorneys. Offbeat, bizarre, and weird.
Is
Yes, right.
this the sort of thing that you go around doing normally, like collecting offbeat, weird, and bizarre?
Yes, I love anything that runs by a battery. I love anything unusual. If you'd like to come to my house and see some unusual stuff, feel free.
Do you have all of these things in your home?
I will after this program.
Show us some stuff.
Okay, we're going to start out with something that's weird but very practical. We have the smoke detector Christmas ornament. Okay, it looks like a regular ornament here, but if there's smoke from the tree or the lights, I'm just going to use the little test switch here. And isn't that amazing how it just worked 3 minutes ago and now, oh, there it goes.
Yeah, you could hear that down the block.
You could hear that a long way away, so that's about $35. Now,
Well, that's a good idea, though.
That's a
not
great
weird.
idea. Well, we started out with zany, but we ended up with zany/practical.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, this you'll be the judge of. All right. This is the electric tie rack.
The electric tie
Right.
rack?
Well, you know how much trouble it is to spin that little rack with your finger. Okay.
Don't I know?
All
My
right.
ties get hung up in the
all the
closet
time. Well, it's easier with me. I only own this tie.
Oh, that's nice.
The electric now, can you notice, it also has a little night light up here.
Oh, that's so you don't hurt yourself getting into the closet.
So that you can pick a tie without waking someone in the room up, assuming they don't mind sleeping with a blender. Okay. This is also like the electric duster.
Yes.
It takes a long, I'm doing your table, takes a bit of a time.
Well, that's all right, but when you have nothing to do, why not?
Absolutely.
What's this
Okay,
guy?
now, inspired by the politicians in Washington, we have our own shredder. Can you hold that for, oh, actually, you have to, we're kind of there, and this side here. Can you hold that side? Oh, no, I can do that.
I can hold this
can
side.
you both? Okay.
Why don't I hold both sides,
Okay,
Nick?
because this happens
You're
to
not
be...
going to shred the December issue. I haven't finished it.
Oh,
I
right.
can't
Well, I tell you
believe
what,
it.
we'll hit reverse and we'll reassemble
There
it.
goes my buck and a half for the day.
And
Oh!
I found out something else. It's kind of your instant tinsel maker.
It's the Fawn
It's
Home
your-
model. I like it. Now,
So that's your personal paper shredder.
I know. Why do we shred stuff anyway?
This was your script.
Oh, yeah, well,
And they asked me to
we
shred
can
it.
dice, we can slice, and we can do these fabulous julienne fries.
And the mustache trimmer.
What is this?
Video
this looks
dog.
like fun.
Okay, if you've always wanted to have a dog but don't want to walk him, Video Dog just sits on your TV set and stares back at you. And there are certain pieces of tape where you yell out and Video Dog will roll over and beg.
Oh, come on, really?
Okay, yes. So Video Dog is real easy.
How much is that?
Video Dog is around $20.
Oh, I like it. I know what I'm
okay.
getting for Christmas.
Now, if you're really lazy and read in bed,
Yes.
these glasses let you read in bed without having to tilt your head.
Oh, come on.
Yes, it's mirrored so that the type goes up. You look straight ahead and hold the book down.
Can I try
Sure.
them? May
They're
I?
a little disorienting when you're not reading.
Oh, I don't believe it. I can read from right here.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, it's incredible. These are fun. I bet they're nice looking, too.
They're
suggest-
you.
I wouldn't suggest driving with them. But
No, you can drive with them, but you have to lay on the floor of your car.
okay.
Okay. Electronic dice.
Electronic dice.
Right. Okay, let's do it this side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, you know how hard it is to... Boy, we're having a lot of fun here today, aren't we?
Yeah, but I can't see how that one works.
No, it's supposed to be making a little bit of noise, and it's not. I don't...
Well, I can help it make
Oh, there it
noise.
goes. Okay, there's electronic dice. Can we see this guy? Boy, it's very...
Yeah, it's dark. Oh, yeah, I see.
Oh, did you see them?
Yeah, there's
okay,
like a 6
okay,
and a
fine.
2.
And you know what? You owe me $3. We were betting on that.
Thanks a
I forgot.
lot.
Okay, the alarm clock that when it goes off, you just say quiet and...
Uh-huh.
Quiet! Okay?
Gee, wouldn't that be great if some of our husbands worked like that?
Now, this
Quiet.
is your sausage stuffer.
I I should have known that.
I know, you were inquiring.
I know.
This is not the portable model, by the way.
I can see that.
Casing goes up here, and sausage goes here. And you know what I've been doing?
Well, I'm afraid to ask.
Probably, I hope none of my friends are watching. I use this as sausage helper. Just put that in there. You shred a couple of mads, 1 pound of meat, you make about 3,000 pounds of sausage.
That's great. That's so great.
Okay.
Now this looks like good stuff.
This is like getting into the more practical, okay? If you want to give your friend an investment, there are these Australian gold nugget-proof coins, okay? And they usually appreciate in value.
That's nice.
Now, if worse comes to worse, and you don't know what to get anybody, American Express is something brand new, and it's a gift check that is good anywhere to buy anything.
Anywhere and anything?
Anywhere. You know, we got most of this stuff from a place called Hemmicker Schlemmer and another place called Sharper Image. They could take their American Express check. They could run out and they could buy the sausage stuffer. If someone was kind, they would buy the sausage stuffer and send it to you.
You're right. You're right. And especially with our shredded mag.
I'm going to leave the sausage helper as a Christmas gift.
Oh, you're
because
so
maybe
sweet.
I'll come back and we'll talk about other weird stuff.
I wish you would come back.
Okay.
It would make me very happy.
Our days in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Right.
Something important like that.
Right.
Should we listen to
Sure.
to this
Just
one
click him in. You know how to turn him on? Take
Right
him
here?
to dinner and a movie.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. So, what game should we play? A, famous phrases. B, on the button.
Uh-huh.
C, what's the word?
I'll give you the word. The word is, thanks so much for being
Oh,
here.
thank you. I had a
DeBartolo.
great time.
I
Thank
think
you
you're
so much.
terrific. Buy
Thank you.
Mad Magazine. The guy is so nuts. But now it's time to check in with Mr. Wizard and take a look at how bubbles can get you in shape. Really?
Is she in town?
It looks like a balloon and has been nicknamed a training bubble, but it's actually a pressure chamber in which athletes can condition themselves with aerobic exercises. As you probably know, the goal of aerobic exercise is to put a controlled strain on the heart and lungs to increase their capacities so that ultimately they work more efficiently. Both amateur and professional athletes believe that the harder they push their bodies, the greater the aerobic conditioning. It was assumed that athletes could get more benefit at a higher altitude where the air is thinner, forcing them to exercise harder. However, Dr. Igor Gamow of the University of Colorado is challenging that. Professional athletes like Colleen Cannon work out in the training bubble, inside of which the air pressure can be set to sea level or below. Dr. Gamow believes that the greater oxygen content at lower altitudes will help produce aerobic training of better quality than could be achieved at higher altitudes. Scientists at the university's Human Performance Laboratory monitor Colleen as she works out in the bubble. In the future, athletes will be training using new scientific methods, which may include working out in a low-altitude training bubble.
Something for everybody. Now, I don't want you to go away because when we come back, we're going to have some fabulous ways to wrap up all the Christmas gifts that you got from Hamacher Schlemmer.
Hi, everybody.
Like this.
So, what game should we play? A, famous phrases. B, on the button.
Ride the range with a Western hero on the Fall Guy.
Roy, you're still my hero.
While Jody's being saved by a cowboy legend.
You know, something just doesn't smell right here. Yeah, well, maybe the wind changed back on you.
Colts rounding up highway rustlers.
I came here looking for you. Too bad you found us.
And the heroes of the Old West come riding to the rescue.
I gotta warn you, fellas, there could be some shooting.
On the next Fall Guy.
Today at 5 on Channel 11.
How do you gift wrap a brand new kitchen? How do you wrap a workbench? With power tools? A microwave? At Goodbyes, you'll find thousands of gift ideas that you can wrap any way you like.
Save on the favorite touch-tone phone from Northwestern Bell, $33. A Codaphone answering machine with call screening and voice-activated recording, $49.99. A Wagner power roller that pumps paint to the roller, just $79.99.
Shop during our savings spectacular, then go home and have a wrap session.
Hi there. You want to have a lot of fun and excitement? Well, all you have to do is join us right here in the Best Talk in Town studio audience. We have interesting guests and fascinating things to talk about, and I want you to call this number for free tickets. Free tickets, 212-210-2695. Y'all come down.
You folks in Southern Connecticut can be very demanding when it comes to what you want from a radio station. You expect news every hour, reliable traffic reports, accurate weather forecasts, great personalities, new hit records, and old favorites. All this every single day, plus call-in talk radio every night. Do you really think one radio station can do all that? Well, so do we. Radio 60, WICC. Maybe that's why we're Southern Connecticut's #1 radio station.
Put that uniform on every night?
Well, I think if you ever want to be a great player or good at anything in life, you have to want to be the person that people want to go to late in the game. I feel like within the last 5 minutes of a game, I have to raise my level of intensity and raise my level of performance. So I feel like anytime we need a basket within the last 5 minutes, I want the ball. And that's one of the things that I hope that never change about me.
Charles, thank you very, very much for joining us, and best of luck throughout the rest of the season. Philadelphia in a good place in second place there, and keep them running. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Best of the wishes for you in the holidays. Kathleen?
Harry, and to think I always thought it was Dr. J who was Santa Claus. It's 22 minutes after the hour. We'll be back right after this.
Don't let winter throw you. The Toro S120 electric snow thrower can throw 200 pounds of snow a minute, and the Toro electric power shovel can throw snow up to 18 feet. See the Toro electric starting at under $100.
Factory rebates up to $25 at Rickles and other fine Toro retailers.
There's no place like home, especially if you are in need of special care. Visiting Nurse Services in Westchester has been providing professional, high-quality home health care to those in need since the turn of the century. Our nurses and volunteers are dedicated to those they serve and deserve your support. Visiting Nurse Services in Westchester provides full professional nursing care in the privacy of your own home. For more information, call 914-682-1480.
The critics agree. The Last Emperor is mesmerizing. Bertolucci creates images other people just dream about. David Anson, Newsweek. 4 stars. Spellbinding. Mike Clark, USA Today. One of the best films of 1987. Joseph Gelmus, Newsday. This is a great film. One you're going to be hearing about on Oscar night. 2 big thumbs up. Siskel and Ebert in the movies. The Last Emperor. Rated PG.
Now at select theaters, check newspapers for showtimes.
The Howard Beach trial. You've heard a lot about it, but if you were watching Channel 2 News, you heard the verdict first.
Manslaughter in the second degree, guilty.
You heard reaction from the courthouse to the community with Channel 2 News live team coverage.
There was some trouble in Brooklyn tonight.
And you heard what one defendant said on a Channel 2 News at 11 exclusive interview.
As soon as they read not guilty on manslaughter, I knew that they had no other charges against me.
When news breaks, which news team keeps you better informed? The verdict is in.
From the Channel 2 News team, the Tri-State Morning Report with John Slattery.
Good morning. 38 degrees right now. It'll be partly sunny today. Police say a white taxi driver was attacked by a group of blacks in Harlem last night in retaliation possibly for the Howard Beach case. Police say the cab driver got out of his car after a minor traffic accident when he was viciously attacked by 8 to 10 kids shouting, "This is for Howard Beach." The cabbie is now in Columbia Presbyterian Hospital in serious condition. Police are treating this as a racial incident. Some 100 black demonstrators converged on the Board of Education headquarters in Brooklyn yesterday in a bid to force officials to name their nominee as school's chancellor. The protesters want Adelaide Sanford, a black member of the State Board of Regents, to replace the retiring Chancellor Nathan Quinones. Educator Donald Smith says she is the only person who could turn the system around.
Race has to be a factor in a city that is now 52% non-white, a city where 49% of the workers are non-white, a city where 80% of the school children are non-white. Race is already a factor.
The protesters called for a meeting with Board President Robert Wagner and vowed to take over the building if their demand is not met by Monday afternoon. Danish socialite Klaus von Bülow will renounce claims to his wife's fortune. Von Bülow yesterday said he agreed to divorce his comatose wife, Sunny, and give up claims to her money, ending a bitter legal fight with his stepchildren. In 1985, Von Bulow was cleared of charges. He tried to kill his wife. It's already creating a lot of heat among smokers. The new city council yesterday approved one of the toughest anti-smoking laws around, banning or limiting smoking in public places around New York City. The bill is being hailed by non-smokers, but for smokers, it's a real drag.
Yes, I would agree with non-smoking. Do you mind people smoking around you in the office?
Yeah, it does. Greatly affects you.
Some people should have the right to smoke if they so wish it, but again, you should respect the people who don't want to smoke.
The bill forbids smoking inside sports arenas and theaters, banks, hospitals, and taxis, and it limits smoking in offices, restaurants, stores, and hotel lobbies. The weather after this.
I gave up golf after my last double bogey, but I'll never give up my Cadillac.
Darling, I've given up diamonds, man, but I never give up my Cadillac.
And now there's even more reason to stay with Cadillac. A new 4.5-liter engine, 19% more powerful, and exclusively Cadillac.
I gave up my psychiatrist after 18 years, but I'll never give up my Cadillac.
See your Cadillac Tri-Statesman.
I'll never give up my Cadillac.
Everything you wear says something about you. But if all your watch tells is time, make your move to Tudor by Rolex. Bring your old watch to Tourneau Corner and get a great trade-in value on a new Oyster Date Prince or Elegant Princess. Meet any challenge with Tudor by Rolex. Trade pieces with Tourneau and wear the prestige and craftsmanship of Tudor by Rolex. Choose from New York's largest collection. Tourneau Corner, Madison and 52nd, 34th and 7th Avenue.
In the NBA, the Knicks beat the Chicago Bulls 90-89. The Nets lost to the 76ers 110-106. The forecast for today, a mixture of sun and clouds, the high around 45. And for tomorrow, Christmas, periods of rain, breezy and mild. Right now it's 38 degrees.
And now back to CBS This Morning.
Furniture outlets.
From all of us at Walk Furniture Outlet, we'd like to wish you a very happy holiday season and a joyous new year.
Happy holidays!
From WFO.
Dennis, so how's the broken heart healing?
New York Telephone presents a call from the heart.
You know, you keep searching for a perfect relationship.
New York Telephone's low regional calling rates make it easy to talk about what really counts.
Have I ever thought about us? Constantly. Have you?
So call. Your heart has things to say.
I can't live without you.
At this time of year, Dr. Nick's Transmissions would like to remind you that cars are great toys for children, but serious business for adults. So this holiday season, please drive with care. Happy holidays from all of us at Dr. Nick's Transmissions.
Season's greetings from Channel 2.
You better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
It's a good thing they make their living playing basketball. You wonder if you get a group that many people together and not have anyone capable of carrying a tune.
How big are you?
What do you mean? I could carry a tune if I had to.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that to a couple guys who are about a foot taller and probably 100 pounds.
Well, and they're many miles away, so it makes it easier to do. Good morning, I'm Harry Smith.
And I'm Kathleen Sullivan.
Coming up on CBS This Morning, if your true love gave you presents all 12 days of Christmas, just think about all those thank you notes Robert Krulwich has, and you will look forward to this. And a Christmas Eve Procrastinator special, last-minute gift suggestions.
Really, we're bridging all of the notes this morning from the 76ers to a man who's been with us just in the past hour. Good vibes from Lionel Hampton. He's been with us privately. Wonderful notes. Right now, sitting in this week for Faith Daniels, here's Jacqueline Adams with the news. Jackie.
Good morning. Lynette Squeaky Frome is apparently on the run this morning. She's believed to have escaped from the Alderson Federal Prison in West Virginia last night. Frome was serving a life sentence there for the 1975 assassination attempt on President Gerald Ford. Frome was also a follower of Charles Manson, shaving her head, devoting herself to the so-called family. Authorities can't explain yet how Frome got out of prison.
Well, we discovered about 9:30 that she was missing. She was seen, we know for sure, at 8 o'clock, and we also think that she was seen about 10 minutes before 9 o'clock. So we don't know if she just walked away.
There's no sign yet of any break-in security. Sarah Jane Moore, also convicted for the attempted murder of President Ford, escaped from the very same prison 8 years ago. Moore was quickly recaptured. Israeli soldiers are under orders this morning to shoot to hit any rioters in occupied Arab territories. Massive security efforts are in effect in Jerusalem and other cities in the Holy Land as pilgrims arrive by the busload on the day before Christmas. Israel's crackdowns on Arab protests, launched despite U.S. criticism, apparently has brought a second day of calm after 2 weeks of violence. White House officials are quoted this morning saying that Libya may be building a chemical weapons plant. One of the unnamed officials told the New York Times that there's fear Libya might use chemical weapons in its war with Chad, turn them over to other countries, or give them to terrorists. And there's a report this morning that Spain has set a date for the withdrawal of all U.S. F-16 fighter bombers stationed there. The Washington Post says this morning that Spain's prime minister has ordered the jets out within 3.5 years. A State Department spokeswoman said she knew nothing about Spain's action. There are new hope and hard evidence this morning that the problems which led to the Challenger disaster have been corrected. NASA successfully test-fired a redesigned booster rocket yesterday at a Utah test site. Morton Thiokol, the company which makes the booster and conducted the test, says it was the most ambitious so far and a big confidence booster.
Everything we see is as good as we could expect it to be. And it's going to be a great Christmas for, I think, everyone here at Thiokol and everyone at NASA.
Almost 1,000 spectators watched the 2-minute test, which burned over 1 million pounds of fuel. NASA plans to launch its first post-Challenger flight in June. 4 Eastern Airlines employees are suspended without pay this morning. They threatened to walk off a Denver plane 2 weeks ago unless the captain de-iced its wings. Experts are investigating whether ice buildup caused a Continental airline crash that killed 28 people last month. Eastern says a plane's captain must have the last word on airline safety. Investigators are looking for the cause of a commuter plane crash in Alaska that killed 6 people. The twin-engine plane crashed into a house just after takeoff yesterday. The pilot and 5 passengers were killed. 2 others are being hospitalized with injuries. Officials say the pilot attempted an emergency landing after an engine failed on takeoff from the Alaskan town Kenai. A hijacked standoff ended safely last night at Rome's Leonardo da Vinci Airport with the release of 97 hostages from a KLM jet. A teenage hijacker is in custody. The boy ordered the plane to land in Rome, where he threatened to blow it up. Police overpowered him and found he was unarmed. In New York City, after 6 years of stormy debate, city council members have enacted one of the nation's toughest anti-smoking measures. The so-called Clean Indoor Air Act sharply restricts smoking in most businesses, stores, restaurants, and sports arenas. Violators could be fined as much as $500. Now checking some people in the news. Socialite Klaus von Bülow is divorcing his comatose wife, Sunny, and giving up his claim to her $50 million fortune. This will end a 7-year legal fight with his stepchildren. Walter Hudson, once the fattest man alive at 1,200 pounds, has shed nearly 400 of them, and he's taken his first walk in 16 years. The New York man says it's the most wonderful Christmas of his life. And Queen Elizabeth II has won the Royal Popularity Stakes. Her daughter-in-law, Princess Diana, placed a close second. In last place, the Queen's youngest son, Edward. Harry, do you have a favorite royal?
You know, this subject came up once before, and I, frankly, don't give them very much thought at all.
Good for you.
Thanks, Jackie. Mark McEwen standing by now with holiday weather forecast. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Harry. This morning's weather segment is sponsored by the makers of Sinus Excedrin, Extra Strength Sinus Headache Medicine. Who is that lying in that bed? There you go, our wake-up call this morning. Look at that hat. North Pole, Alaska. Did you know it was coming? I have a busy day ahead of me. I have to get out of here and do the weather and head on down south. Cloudy skies. The temperature is going to be high, 26 degrees. North Pole, Alaska. I tell you. A lot of clauses in the phone book up there. Clouds are going to be on the increase across the northeast, along with what can only be called cool temperatures. A surge of very mild air will be pushing its way into the Ohio Valley, as you can see right there. And what's going to bring what that surge of air is going to bring with it is rain and thunderstorms. There you go, easy to say. Look at these temperatures, 54 degrees in Cincinnati, 60 degrees in Wilmington, North Carolina, and a balmy 73 degrees in Montgomery, Alabama. Looks like Scrooge is at work in the east. That is, of course, if you want cold air and snow. You'll get presents, though. This front here, let me show you the front I'm talking about. Right through here is a dividing line between winter and just about summer. What a difference. 31 degrees in Amarillo and 79 around Houston. That's a big difference. Elsewhere, it looks like Santa won't have any problems with his sleigh tonight in the Rockies. More snow is on the way. Holiday traveling may become a real adventure. Another 4 to 6 inches can be expected in Colorado. That's why you see all this snow right around in here. West Coast remain dry, but those gusty winds will continue to blow. There you have it, a quick look at the national forecast. Let's take a look at your weather. Here's a look at the weather for the tri-state area. For today, a mixture of sun and clouds with highs in the mid-40s. Tonight, cloudy with rain likely by midnight, temperatures holding in the 40s. For Christmas Day, periods of rain, breezy and mild, highs in the low 50s, turning colder by evening. And now back to Kathleen.
Thanks, Mark. It is now 37 minutes after the hour. Coming up in just a moment, if your time is running out, we're going to have some last-minute gift ideas for you, so stay with us.
I'm a talking picture frame. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Don't I look marvelous?
When I have a headache, I take Excedrin. But when I have a face ache, and my face aches all over from sinus congestion, pressure on my eyes, my cheeks, my forehead, I take new Sinus Excedrin.
Introducing Sinus Excedrin. Extra strength pain reliever plus the maximum amount of decongestant you can buy. And nothing to make you drowsy.
If you have a face ache, take new Sinus Excedrin, the face ache medicine from Bristol Myers.
Why do I wait until the last minute to buy gifts, especially for my wife?
Isotoner gloves. What a great gift. He's so thoughtful. He always plans ahead.
Isotoner gloves. You've got a great gift on your hands.
What's it like to win millions of dollars from American Family Publishers?
Fantastic!
They won millions, and with American Family's new Fast Win ticket, you could too. Beat this date, and you may win millions of dollars this February.
For Michael Douglas, it was a box office bonanza. For Princess Di, it was a year of living dangerously. For Gary, it was scandal and a surprising change of heart. Meet the 25 most intriguing people of 1987 in People's special year-end double issue. Baby Jessica doing well. Bountiful Bridget fighting on without Rambo. Plus Donald Trump cover to cover. Look for all the people who had people talking in this extra thick, chock-full year-end double issue of People.
This is your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude of 31,000 feet. And in a moment, the flight attendants will begin serving lunch and...
Captain, we forgot the Colombian coffee.
"100% Colombian coffee, hand-picked by Juan Valdez. It's the richest coffee in the world."
There is really only one shopping day left till Christmas. You better hurry up. If you still need some ideas, here's Dick DeBartolo.
DeBartolo.
Oh, DeBartolo. The gift consultant for American Express. That's because the people who own the 49ers in San Francisco changed their name from DeBartolo to DeBartolo and back.
Well, they were getting confused with me. So
I'm sure.
Well, like you said, it's Christmas Eve, so it's time to get out there and go shopping. And we have some sort of wild and wacky gift suggestions. You know, out already is Video Cat and Video Dog, but now if you always wanted to have a child or not sure if you wanted to have a child, we now have Video Baby for the kind of the part-time baby, and we have a little clip of Video Baby, and we can see what that's like.
Let's take a look.
Video Baby is always sweet-tempered, affectionate, playful. They never throw up on your shoulder or need their diapers changed. They save you a bundle on pediatrician's bills. Best of all, with a Video Baby, you can skip those first 6 months or so when ordinary babies just lie there.
It's the yuppie pet rock.
It's a yuppie pet rock. And you know, the great thing is if you get bored with Video Baby, you can just fast forward through his meals. Now, if you have somebody who's a little more serious, believe it or not, out for Christmas are the Confessions of Bernard Getz.
This is, well, that's supposed to be very hot.
That is, and it's selling for about $39 and selling very quickly.
Is there music underneath that?
No music. Okay, from moving pictures to still pictures, we have the talking picture frame. Look who we have in the picture frame.
What a handsome picture
What a
that
handsome
is.
guy. Now you tilt the picture frame forward.
Hey, Harry, nice shooting. Kathleen, you look great. Hey, Merry Christmas to both of you.
The talking picture frame will hold up to 7 seconds of audio, and you can change it at will.
That's the best gift I've seen so far.
Well, you're sitting on one of the best gifts.
They all come with pictures. They come
Mark,
with all the pictures of Mark McEwen.
You're sitting on my sit and sip.
I sure am.
When you go to the football game, cup of coffee, please. Your sit and sip
takes a delicate hand to do this.
And we have, you can put hot or cold liquid in there. Oh,
I think I must have had something to drink earlier.
Wait. Are you going to get
Pull that out of there. Pull that out of there. Pull that out of there.
Thanks very much.
It's a stadium seat.
Yes, it's upholstered. It's $39, and it's from Sharper Image.
Let's see if
and it's filled with coffee.
Are you sure?
Yep. There you go. Okay, now, and just put it down, standing it up, and that way we won't. Oh, we won't spill anything.
We'll just use some of these American Express chips. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, if you do a lot of driving, you might want to use the Revenger, because when you get stuck in traffic, you can release your hostility just by nuking the car in front of you. Okay, that gets out your hostility, and that's $20. That's selling around town at gift shops.
Where would you find that?
This is another hot seller, mostly at department stores and gift shops. Okay, now we have the electric. This is for the truly lazy person on your gift list, the electric tie rack. Okay, well, it has a little night light on the front, and the night light is loose here. Let's just do a little. The object is that you can pick out a tie in the dark if you don't mind the sound of a blender running in your bedroom. And that's about $39 at Hemmecker Schlemmer.
I think it's time to turn on the bubble machine.
Okay, you can shave your clothes. Okay, you know that one. Okay, we have a matchbook calculator. And let's do our bubble machine here for festivities. And you know, if you can't decide on what to do, let's make bubbles. You can always get an American Express gift check, which is good for anything, any place.
Thank you very, very much, sir, Mr. DeBartolo. It is 16 minutes before the hour. We'll be right back.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. This is my hair in the morning. So I wash it, just like you, and blow it dry, just like you. So how come my hair looks great despite all this? I discovered Pantene.
Pantene's Pro-Vitamin B5 complex penetrates your hair to give it inner strength so it looks healthier, stronger.
And it's always beautiful, just like mine.
Pantene shampoos and conditioners, serious care for beautiful hair.
What does the smell of bounce remind me of? Spring. Here at the lake when everything is new. And every morning I come out and I ride my bike around the lake. And that's how bounce smells. It's just natural. It just smells so fresh.
Outdoor fresh bounce. Jump in!
Smells great, doesn't it?
Jump in!
Introducing a new dawn, Mountain Spring Dawn. Now the same tough grease-cutting ability as original Dawn comes with a clean, fresh scent. Mountain Spring Dawn dishwashing liquid, the fresh new way to cut grease.
Here at New York's Peacock Cafe Gourmet Coffee House, the air is filled with the aroma of freshly ground coffee, roasted and brewed to the patrons' demanding tastes. Today, we're secretly replacing their usual coffee with dark, sparkling Folgers crystals. Can these coffee lovers tell the difference?
You can tell by the aroma that this is a good cup of coffee.
It smells good, it tastes good.
It's excellent coffee. I mean, I have no doubt that this is fresh ground coffee.
It tastes fresh brewed. Don't tell me it isn't. It's Folgers crystals. Real?
This is instant coffee. I just said it was fresh ground and I was sure about it.
Tastes like it's right out of the grinder.
Well, there goes my new coffee maker.
Mountain-grown Folgers crystals, coffee rich enough to be served in America's finest gourmet coffee houses.
And after the fun of opening all those Christmas presents comes the job of writing all those thank you notes. Robert Krulwich has some thoughts.
Yes, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, writing thank you letters was very, very hard for me.
So just imagine, as I did, that poor lady in the 12 Days of Christmas song, the one who got the partridges and the pear trees and the geese laying every single day. She had to write thank you letters too, and they have been collected in a book called Letters of Thanks, which last year I dramatized, and with editor Andy Soto, we set it to music. This book imagines a set of thank you letters written by a Lady Huntington to her true love, Lord Gilbert, beginning on the first day of Christmas.
Dear Lord Gilbert, how delighted I was to receive that dear little partridge in a pear tree. Whenever I look at him, I shall remember you, but it does look rather lonely. The two turtle doves arrived safely and are cooing in their pear tree with the partridge. My head gardener is building a new Yours thankfully, Catherine Huntington. Dear Lord Gilbert, how enchanting the three French hens are. Do they really come from France? Dear Lord Gilbert, how did you know I would like 4 calling birds? They simply delight me with their singing, although they can be rather noisy. Dear Lord Gilbert, oh, I cannot express my thanks for those lovely golden rings. I can't possibly think how you knew the sizes. They fit perfectly. Yours forever, Catherine Huntington. Dear Lord Gilbert, thank you for your unusual gift of 6 laying geese. My big problem is where to put them. They are at the moment Dear Lord Gilbert, we had to put the 7 swans in my lily pond. They're quite cramped there, and my lily pond is an absolute wreck. Lord Gilbert, I also don't know what cows give so much milk, soon we shall have to put the swans to swim in it. The cows made such a noise last night that I could hardly sleep. Lady Huntington. Lord Gilbert, one of the 9 fiddlers seems a bit out of tune with their scraping and the cows mooing and the pails clanking and the hunking. Lord G. Faraday, your gift of 10 drummers is quite unwelcome. They're making me mad. Lady K. Huntington. Lord Faraday, the 11 ladies dancing are quite outrageous. Dear Lord Faraday, Lady Catherine has retired to her London home with the partridge. She's suffering a nervous breakdown. She requested me to return the following gifts to you. 12 leaping lords, 11 dancing ladies, 10 drummers, 9 fiddlers, 8 milking maids and their cows, 7 swans, 6 laying geese, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a pear tree. She wishes to keep the partridge and the gold rings. A.E. Bowes, Secretary to Lady Huntington.
Oh, tell us about the book.
Well, this book has just been reissued. It's been from Simon & Schuster. It's called Letters of Thanks, and it's illustrated. Those illustrations are by Helen Oxenberry, who's a very famous illustrator. If you have a video child, you wouldn't know the name, but if you have a real child, you know Helen Oxenberry, and the author is named Manganita Kempadu. This is a Caribbean name. The woman who wrote this, I think, was a girl when she wrote it, about 13, 14 years old, lives in the Caribbean. Her whereabouts today are not known to me.
However, that voice was Robert Krulwich.
Yes, all of them, yes.
Yes, including the woman. You did her very well.
Thanks.
Harry?
It is 10 minutes before the hour. Next on CBS This Morning, the master of the vibes, Lionel Hampton.
There are so many quick and delicious ways to fix minute rice. I thought I'd show you a couple. You might want to take notes. First, dice the green peppers, then dice and slice them twice. Now use the peppers with minute rice primavera, paella, and peel-off. Now follow these fantastic fingers through some fairly fancy footwork with my favorite food. Just shift these shimmering shrimp to shed their shells. Oh, sharp. Plain, you like plain? I personally prefer plain with pat. Side dishes?
Fast, versatile minute rice.
No matter how fast you work, you run out of time before you run out of quick ideas. Chop a chicken for cacciatore, slice a steak.
Minute rice, a million ways to serve, 5 minutes to fix.
Wait! I can do minute rice Cajun style. I can do minute rice sweet and sour chicken.
A lot of people brush their teeth as much as 3 times a day with a tartar control toothpaste, and that's good, but not good enough. Because as any dentist will tell you, the #1 dental problem isn't tartar, it's plaque. The problem is plaque. The solution is Plaques. The incredible pre-brushing rinse that removes 300% more plaque than brushing alone. Even more in hard-to-reach places. Plaques removes 300% more plaque than brushing alone.
We've been listening to this music here in the studio since about 6 o'clock this morning, and this is really the best time of the day. And if you are looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, this may be the best one available of all. Lionel Hampton's One of a Kind.
Oh, thank you so much.
So good to have you here. We look forward to you staying with us throughout the next hour or so.
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and let you play some Christmas music this morning.
All right. Look out there, baby. One.
How are you?
The lady in red.
Will you come over and join us to talk a bit?
Sure, I will. I'll be on to have
wonderful.
it on this beautiful day.
So how have you been?
Well, just fine. Since I saw you last. Yeah, I've been wonderful. Hey, Harry.
Come on in, come on
okay,
in.
man.
Mark McEwen?
Hey, Mark, what do you say?
How you doing?
Just fine, huh? Yes.
You have played everywhere, all over the world, an official and an unofficial ambassador of goodwill.
Yeah.
This is just such a treat for us to bring your good sounds to us this morning.
Well, you know, it's a pleasure playing all the time because you have so many wonderful people that like music and they like jazz. And I'm here. I'm a jazz man.
Okay. While your group plays this off, we'll come back in just a couple of minutes.
never forget that night. 15 planes ready to go.
Traffic alert.
12 stacked up like pancakes.
Climb 1,000.
My throat was so sore it hurt to talk. Pat said,
Try Sucrete Spray.
Sprays don't last long enough.
Maximum strength Sucrete Spray does.
Tastes good.
Maximum strength Sucrete spray with diclonine lasts twice as long as the other brand.
now I use maximum strength Sucrete spray.
Flight 8 clear for takeoff.
Lasts twice as long.
See these ordinary red stickers? Well, they're red, but ordinary? No. See, Publishers Clearinghouse is announcing the winning number that could win you $10 million on January 29th. Now, no one else is going to tell you this, but these stickers could mean a whole other $1 million if you hurry. You'll only find your sticker inside the Publishers Clearinghouse envelope. So, look for the house, find your sticker, and if you win, remember, you heard it here.
On CBS This Morning, here's a look at your weather. Here's a look at the weather for the tri-state area. For today, a mixture of sun and clouds with highs in the mid-40s. Tonight, cloudy with rain likely by midnight, temperatures holding in the 40s. For Christmas Day, periods of rain, breezy and mild, highs in the low 50s, turning colder by evening.
We'll be back with more in the next hour, and especially more of the music of Lionel Hampton, so stay with us.
Have a Merry Melodies Christmas with all your Looney Tunes favorites on Bugs Bunny's Looney Christmas Tales.
That's all, folks?
But that's not all.
It'll be Christmas before we know it.
Say hello to Santa's favorite little helper, Santa Bear, on an all-new holiday special, Santa Bear's High-Flying Adventure. 2 Christmas treats tonight at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Saturday, an inspiring Christmas message from 35 children nobody wanted until this man. His story on West 57th, Saturday.
Hello, I'm Dan Rather. In this season celebrating hope and peace, all of us here at CBS News wish you and yours a joyous holiday season.
This is CBS.
Ford's for real, Ford's for real. Get the best today. Come on in and make a deal. Drive your Ford away. Hey!
Ford is for real, and so is the best-selling full-size pickup in America, Ford F-Series. Save over $2,100 on special option packages with air conditioning, cruise control, and more. Plus, with a $500 cash bonus from Ford on manual transmission models, save over $2,600. Oh, what fun it is to ride. See your Ford dealer.
Ford's for real, Ford's for real.
Bad colds hit hard. For throbbing, aching, feverish colds like this, you need strong medicine. Introducing Dimetap Plus, the proven cold relief of Dimetap Plus, a non-aspirin pain reliever. So next time a really painful cold hits, hit back. With new Dimetap Plus, you'll be back in the fast lane in no time. Dimetap Plus, good advice for the worst colds.
Once Jerome Meyer didn't know anybody in the bond business. He just bought Nassau County bonds. Alberta Gim didn't know anybody, and she just bought New York City's. Once, none of these people knew anybody in the bond business, but they knew it was crazy to keep paying tax on savings interest when they could invest in tax-free municipal bonds and keep it all. So they got to know somebody in the bond business. Us. And you should too. Call Lebenthal, because it's crazy to keep throwing money away.
Behind the Howard Beach trial, today at noon.
And welcome back to CBS This Morning. I'm Kathleen Sullivan.
And I'm Harry Smith.
What
Merry
day?
Christmas.
Yeah, what day is this?
24th.
Christmas Eve.
Yes,
Just
you
testing.
bet.
This morning, Dr. Bob Arnott is going to have us some news on a new vaccine for a disease that kills more than 1,000 young children in this country every year, but he has good news for us about that this morning. And also, Peter Bogdanovich will be here with comedies, dramas, and thrillers, all of them starring Jimmy Stewart.
Also coming up, a thoughtful man, the Reverend Frank Forrester Church, reflecting on Christmas and politics in the year past. Plus some advice on holiday entertaining. But first, here is Richard Roth with the news. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning. Lynette Squeaky Frome is missing, so far without a trace.
The one-time follower of Charles Manson apparently broke out of the Alderson Federal Prison in West Virginia. She was serving a life sentence there for the attempted murder of Gerald Ford in 1975. Frome refused to take part in her own defense, but 6 years earlier she was a fixture at Manson's murder trial, showing her devotion to him by shaving her head. Officials can't explain her disappearance so far.
We think that she apparently escaped shortly before 9 o'clock. There is a possibility that she's still on the grounds of the institution, so we're conducting right now a very intensive search.
Police are scouring the woods around the prison for any sign of Frome. Sarah Jane Moore, also convicted of an attempt on Ford's life, escaped from the same prison 8 years ago, but she was quickly picked up. Israel's occupied territories are quiet for a second straight morning. Thousands of pilgrims are expected in the Holy Land today to celebrate Christmas Eve. But as Bob Simon reports, Israeli security there is tighter than ever.
Amid security that even for Israel and even for Christmas was uncommonly heavy, Monsignor Giacomo Beltriti, the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, embarked on his annual pilgrimage to Bethlehem. He would be arriving in Manger Square, a place which today was a mockery of what it is in the minds of Christians all over the world. Christmas has been celebrated under the shadow of occupation here for 20 years now, but it's never been somber like this. The rain has added to the gloom, but you can't even say that it rained on the Christmas parade. The parade was canceled because of the killings. One band and a few Boy Scouts served as sad reminders of Christmases past, when thousands of celebrants are cheered on by a square packed with pilgrims. Today there were a handful of hardy tourists from Germany, some Italian monks, some young novices. The topic on people's minds was not a new birth, but the deaths of the past 2 weeks. Midnight Mass will be celebrated in the Church of the Nativity to celebrate the coming of the Prince of Peace. Bob Simon, CBS News, Bethlehem.
CBS News has obtained exclusive pictures of a major Soviet offensive in Afghanistan. The fighting is going on around the city of Khost in northeastern Afghanistan. Afghan rebels have been holding some 10,000 Soviet and Afghan government soldiers under siege there for 4 months. Moscow says as many as 1,500 of the rebels have been killed in 2 days of fighting. The United States has taken new action in the Persian Gulf tanker war. While Iran continues its tanker attacks there, the United States and Britain have intervened directly today. Alan Pizzi reports.
Iranian speedboats attacked the Liberian-registered Eastern Power off Iran's Abu Musa Island at mid-morning Gulf time. The British frigate Scylla arrived to help as the tanker turned tail and ran for safety, and U.S. and British Navy helicopters headed for the scene. The speedboats apparently opened fire on the American helicopter.
Bravo Charlie Lima, this is U.S. Navy warship. Be advised, those small boats fired upon my heel.
There were no hits, and the U.S. frigate Elrod slipped into a guard position between Abu Musa Island and the tanker lane. A press helicopter working in the area was then fired on, but wasn't hit. The British appeared to be preparing to form a convoy of the Eastern Power and a Hong Kong tanker approaching the attack zone.
This is Eastern Power, over. Roger. Request you make your course to the southwest. Over.
It was the first time the U.S. and British navies are known to have intervened directly in a confrontation between Iranian gunboats and tankers. Today's action came barely 12 hours after a gunboat attack on the Norwegian tanker Berge Big, when a U.S. Navy helicopter was again on the scene. Damage to tankers has been minimal in the last few Iranian attacks, but the involvement of the U.S. and British forces marks a new phase in the tanker war. Alan Pizzi, CBS News, in the Gulf.
The Philippine Coast Guard says an apprentice seaman was operating the ferry boat that hit an oil tanker and sank Sunday night. More than 1,500 people are thought to have been killed. One of the 26 survivors has told the Coast Guard that senior officers were watching videotapes or drinking beer on the main deck. Engine failure may have caused a commuter plane crash in Alaska that killed 5 passengers and the pilot. 2 other passengers lived but are badly burned. An elderly couple in the house escaped unharmed. Checking the calendar for Thursday, December 24th, in Washington, State Department officials are scheduled to meet with American Jewish leaders this morning. They'll be discussing Israel's clampdown on Arab protesters. Not far from that meeting, celebrities and activists alike are expected to attend a dinner for Washington's homeless. And in Nicaragua, both the U.S.-backed Contras and government soldiers are beginning a 2-day Christmas truce. Well, Klaus von Bülow is divorcing his wife and forfeiting all claim to her fortune. 2 years ago, von Bülow was acquitted of criminal charges. He tried to murder his wife, Sonny, by injecting her with insulin. But his wife's children brought a multi-million-dollar civil suit against him, and now they've agreed to drop that lawsuit in exchange for the divorce. Christmas came early for the Cangelosi family of New York City. Mrs. Cangelosi gave birth to quintuplets in October, and yesterday the last 2 of the quints came home from the hospital. It may be a tight fit in the family's one-bedroom Queens apartment. Mrs. Cangelosi says they don't plan on having any more kids. Even so, there's a quintet that will be making a little bit different kind of music. Kathleen?
That's right. 2 points, Richard. Thank you. Here's Mark McEwen with the weather situation and the prognostication for Santa Claus and his ride tonight.
All those big words. Before we get to the weather, I want to show you something. This is from the San Diego Zoo, if we can run this tape right here. You're going to see some pandas, Bazzi and Yan Yan. Look at this. They gave Bazzi, my wife, if she has a stick, I do the same thing this panda does. He's sitting there. The sad thing about it was, as they're doing the pictures, everyone's taking pictures of the Panda Claus, little pandemonium. This is the last shot right before the panda ate the photographer. Look at that. And we lost him. Little pandemonium? Boy, bad jokes. On to the weather. Either way, clouds are going to be on the increase across the Northeast, along with what can only be called cool temperatures. Hand me that little guy right here. This is one thing we didn't show you earlier. This is the Pee Wee Herman doll, and you can see the word today is icy. Listen to this. Take that back. A surge of very mild air will be pushing its way to the Ohio Valley with rain and thunderstorms. And look at these temperatures. 54 degrees in Cincinnati, 60 in Wilmington, North Carolina, 73 in Montgomery. That's balmy. That's very warm. Looks like Scrooge is at work in the east. That is, of course, if you want cold air and snow. This front right here is a dividing line. As you can see, 70s on this side, 30s on this side, summer on one side and winter on the other. It looks like Santa won't have any problems with his sleigh tonight, though, in this part of the country. We're talking right around the Denver area, basically across the northern Rockies, up into Minnesota, Wisconsin's up in there. You'll see a lot of snow, and more snow is on the way. Watch out, traveling may become a real Santa Claus adventure. Another 4 to 6 inches can be expected in Colorado. West Coast, it's going to remain dry. Those gusty winds will continue to blow. As you can see, the temperatures, I guess you would call them seasonal, 50 in San Francisco and 41 degrees way up there in Seattle. And Pee Wee Herman in the weather, I tell you. That's a quick look at the national forecast. Let's take a look at your weather. Here's a look at the weather for the tri-state area. For today, a mixture of sun and clouds with highs in the mid-40s. Tonight, cloudy with rain likely by midnight, temperatures holding in the 40s. For Christmas Day, periods of rain, breezy and mild, highs in the low 50s, turning colder by evening. That's the weather. Back to Harry.
Violence in the Holy Land, war in Afghanistan, famine in Africa, poverty and homelessness right here in America. Maybe we'd prefer to not think about that on this holiday season. Perhaps we should, and especially at Christmas. Joining us now, the Reverend Forrest Church. Forrester Church?
Either.
We just went through that. Son of the late Senator Frank Church and senior minister of the Unitarian Church of All Souls here in New York. Good morning, and thanks for coming by.
It's good to be with you.
You're going to be delivering a Christmas Eve sermon, and I have a feeling you're going to be looking at the moral landscape a little bit.
Yes, one tries. The images and portents around the Christmas story are fascinating because we always think of peace and love as being at the centerpiece. But throughout there are all of these portents of fear. The shepherds are much afraid as the angels appear. Mary is afraid as the promise of Jesus' birth is given to her. And most afraid of all, of course, are the governors and leaders of Judea, Herod, who sends out a search and destroy party babies, right, because of the threat or the danger. And what is the threat? The threat is peace, and the threat is love. And it struck me as I was meditating upon what I might say tonight, that the opposite of love is not hate, as so often we think. I think the opposite of love is really fear. And that's why the juxtaposition of love and fear in that Christmas story is such a profound one.
And isn't it really, I mean, the simplest definition of all of that is we're afraid of what we don't know.
Well, yes, indeed. I mean, ignorance and fear also are handmaidens, one to another. But we're also tremendously frightened by anything that will reverse the traditional order. All establishments are frightened of new breakthroughs, and particularly peace. Peace is as hard to effect. There's as much work involved in it as war, and sometimes in some respects more work.
Are you optimistic or pessimistic? And we had the summit in Washington. There was great flow.
That's a harbinger of hope, of course.
In Central America?
There, I think that we should learn from history. There's an old adage from history that can be gathered in so many different ways. Choose your enemies carefully because you will become like them. And I think just watching the news today of what's going on in Israel, certainly what's going on in Central America, we are so obsessed by our enemies, and our fear again prompts us to this obsession, that we act upon our fears and then we begin to imitate our enemies and we become like the very thing we're trying to destroy.
But even as we become hopeful in a season like this, and as we talk about the summit and we talk about peace in Central America, the largest contra-offensive of the last year at least is going on there right now, or was initiated at the beginning of the week.
Yes, in honor of the ceasefire for the holidays.
And then in Afghanistan, even as the summit is still fresh in everyone's mind, one of the largest offensive going on right now with the Soviets against the Afghans.
Yes. Now, of course, one's hope is always tempered by the sobriety that comes with any kind of observation of the world situation. I do think that we have taken a remarkable step forward in Washington with this first tiny agreement on nuclear arms. And the important thing is more than the agreement. The important thing is that in meeting with Gorbachev and the American people's response and the Russian people's response and the shared ceremony that was celebrated throughout the world, we are beginning to break down those barriers of fear and recognize that we're kin to one another, that we indeed are neighbors, part of the same human family on the same fragile globe, seen from the moon's horizon as a single globe, blue-green, marbled by clouds. We've got to somehow make that leap of imagination to recognize that we're brothers and sisters to one another. And then the promise of peace, which is the Christmas promise, can indeed come to pass.
Your father was in the Senate for so many years.
24 years, yes.
Admired by so many people.
Yes.
When it's Christmas time, what do you think about when you think about your dad now?
Well, there are two things. One, you might expect, it's the moral imperative that he brought to his own office, which I think is so important. But the other is, I just wrote a little book on angels called Entertaining Angels, and one thing that G.K. Chesterton said about angels is that angels can fly because they take themselves lightly. And my father always took himself lightly, and that's something we could also remember in this Christmas season.
Reverend Church, thanks very much for joining us.
It's good to be with you.
Appreciate it. 14 minutes after the hour, Kathleen?
Harry, coming up in just a moment, we are going to rehearse our Christmas dinner, the do's and don'ts, from Letitia Baldridge, right after this.
At LD, we treat our customers like family. We give you our lowest and best price immediately on all GE electronic dishwashers and refrigerators, GE spot scrubber washers, high-quality dryers, and GE's innovative Space Maker microwaves. At LD, there's no confusion about prices. All of our GE products are clearly marked with our one and only price. Join the LD family today.
Itsy-bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and wiped the spider out.
Chances are, the rising cost of liability insurance doesn't affect you a great deal. Unless, of course, you're a 5-year-old living in California. A place where liability insurance had become so costly, a number of community parks and playgrounds were threatened to be closed. Ultimately, making it very hard for a 5-year-old to be a 5-year-old. Drexel Burnham, helping people manage change.
Now's the time to be Santa Claus to yourself during Choice Eating Gallery's 5-day pre-inventory clearance sale, up to 60% off. Yes, sofas, love seats, chairs, recliners, and sectionals up to 60% off. Or custom order from over 400 styles and 800 fabrics and get 25% off with delivery in just 35 days. This is your last chance at these prices. They will never be lower. Sale ends Wednesday. Don't miss it. Up to 60% off during the pre-inventory clearance at the Choice Seating near you.
Joining us now with some advice for holiday entertaining, Letitia Baldrige, an expert on etiquette, and she's the author of 9 books, most recently a publication called Letitia Baldrige's Guide to a Great Social Life. And we're going to begin right now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, you have to seat us because...
Good evening. We're supposedly a Christmas Eve dinner. Please do sit down.
We don't know where to sit.
All right, you be my guest of honor.
Oh, okay.
Kathleen, you
All
sit
right.
over there.
Oh, wait, I'll let
Mark,
you
you
do
sit
it.
there.
I'm closest
Now,
to the
should
food.
a man always sit next to you, Letitia?
Yes,
should be boy girl, boy girl.
hopefully a man always on either side. But in today's life, there's so many extra women. One gets used to sitting next to extra women, too.
And if you're at a good dinner party, extra men.
Exactly. Well, if we're good hosts, we would sit down and, of course, do our napkin right away. And with that gorgeous turkey down there, the first thing you do is not take the leg off the bird and chew it.
That's not what you do first?
Throw it over your shoulder.
Now, is it best to pass a turkey? Because it really is too heavy. Now, I don't even want to pick this up because I'll drop it. And it is very pretty.
It's a beautiful bird.
Should a turkey be served, really?
Yes, it should be carved by somebody in the house who knows how to do it. Mm-hmm. Or you might be the good carver. It would be carved and sliced, and you would take from the platter the piece that you wish, or it would be served to you. And the first thing that people ask me about eating the bird is, may I pick it up? And the answer is no, you eat it with a fork and the knife right down to the bone. And then if you have to pick it up, you can pick up a bone.
Chicken you can eat with your hands.
No, you have to eat the meat off right down to the bone and then pick it up. If you're out on the patio or out of doors...
Look at Kathleen. She's embarrassed by me already.
No, don't worry. This is the girl who sits down at a dinner party and goes...
Now, what happens if you're at a party and you're a vegetarian and you don't eat turkey or you don't eat chicken?
Ooh, good
How do you handle that?
The good thing to do is to say nothing. The nice thing is to say nothing and just push the food around. You can eat lots of vegetables and rice if you're a vegetarian and salad, but just don't say anything. If you're on a special diet, say nothing about it. Just pretend you're eating it, and then that's it. You don't make the host feel poorly about it.
And that includes if you really want to pass on a course?
Yes, you take a little bit, and shove it around, hide it under a lettuce leaf, and then you're all set.
Now, it's so awkward.
Wait a minute,
pick up the dinner rolls.
I would pick these up and
all right, now one of the things
offer
that,
you one?
But I'm not taking one
well,
because I don't have a bread plate.
I would pass them around as your host. I would pass them around. But one of the things not to do is to cut it, which a lot of young people do.
You're supposed to tear it.
You're supposed to take off a little bit, and if you want some of the sauce, you take off a little bit of the roll, you spear it with your fork, squish it around in the end of the sauce, and eat it off the fork. You see, you can...
We have a situation here in which we don't have bread plates. Now, the soup would probably be gone, correct?
Yes.
Is it proper to put that on this plate? Shouldn't it be always to the left? Or?
Well, the bread plate would always be up here above the fork. But in today's life, very few people use bread and butter plates, so you don't really need it. This is a beautiful table setting.
Yes, it is.
By Bergdorf Goodman's, we should mention, from their
beautifully done
furnishings.
Gorgeous.
7th floor here in New York City. We do know that.
May I do
and
something?
the price and no.
May I do something for all of you?
Please.
If you're having a holiday dinner in your home, greet your guests. Give them a toast. Now, this is ginger ale. It can be water. It can be wine. But I would say, Kathleen, all the women are so proud of you, your TV career, and you were the first woman anchor at the Winter Olympic Games, and you were the only one who knew how to pronounce Sarajevo properly.
Oh, thank you, but that's not really appropriate at Christmas time. I wish everyone in my family would do that.
And Mark, when you realize you've had an illustrious career, you're Mr. Maryland, and just think you go to the window and look out the window, and then you rush back on camera and a breathless world awaits, and you tell them it's snowing in New York. And Harry, you've had such a great background. You've prepared yourself for your television career. You were a cowboy, a gold miner, a tuba player, and a professional football player. You're all great. Welcome to our table. have a Merry Christmas and a great 1988.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. How lovely.
Goodness, she can come
Now,
back.
do you cling glasses like this?
You can cling glasses or not. You can just sort of wave them in the air or cling them. But it's nice to do this when you have guests over during the holidays.
All right. When you toast, though, when you toast someone, especially toast someone specifically, they're not... If I'm toasting you, you're not supposed to drink. Is that not correct?
If you toast me
How about
specifically.
that? I knew one thing.
Question.
What
When you
is-
have, excuse, I was going to say, when you're eating a meal, is there a certain amount you should eat? I mean, if you're hungry and you really, do you
You're
eat a
man
lot?
after my own heart. Eat as much as you wish. Eat the very last morsel. In the old days, in ancient etiquette, you had to leave a bit on your plate so as not to appear sort of piggish. But today, you eat exactly what you want. And if you're on a diet, you eat very little and just leave it there, and nobody's supposed to make a discussion. It's very boring to discuss your diet at the table.
What's the best faux pas you've ever seen? I've seen best because I kind of love them.
Best worst, yeah.
Well, something that I did the other day was drop a whole entire capon on the floor. And I looked at it, and everybody at the table, 12 people, their eyes were on me, so I just reached down, picked it up with my napkin, plopped it back on the plate, and said, I've just contributed to the design of the carpet.
Now, Letitia, is it when I sit here and talk during dinner, is it proper for me to put my elbows on? Have we come that far?
Yes, when you're not eating. If you're in between courses, you're not actually eating. The people at the table, it's all right to put the tables on, the elbows on the table. Yes.
And good rules of thumb, for instance, are now everyone is serving a spoon at the top and the bottom. This is usually the dessert area, correct?
Yes, this is beautifully set. The dessert spoon is put at the top of the plate. That's so you don't mix it up with the rest of the food. You always eat from the outside in with your implements. Always start on the outside. And if you have guests, it's very nice to give them a little present. And so I'd like to give you
Thank you. You were our
a
present
little
today.
Christmas tree ornament.
Thank you.
A nice
thank
little thing
you.
to take home or to give to somebody you love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Happy holidays. 22 minutes after the hour. We'll be back.
The Movado Museum Watch. The first watch dial design in the permanent collection of the Museum of Modern Art. Now, Movado's Sports Edition watch. Stainless steel, 18-karat gold micron finish, quartz, water resistant. A sportive interpretation of the classic. The Sports Edition watch from Movado. Available at Macy's.
Auto lease rates in the newspapers got you flustered? Then come to Potemkin Leasing at our only location, 11th Avenue and 54th Street. You'll find famous Potemkin low lease rates on the make and model of your choice. Listen to these fabulous low 1988 rates. Mitsubishi Galant, $229 per month. Mercedes 190, $319. Jaguar XJ6, $629. Chevy Beretta, $149. Be smart and pay Potemkin a visit. You want the best lease deal?
What are you waiting for?
TWA kept something in mind when we made our 747 business class seat the widest in the sky. People sometimes cross their legs. After all those meetings in Minneapolis and conventions in Kansas City, we think you could use a little change of pace. And after 40,000 miles in TWA's frequent flyer program, that's just what you get. Today's TWA. Find out how good we really are.
Of all the ideas cooked up to make life easier in the kitchen, there's one simple idea that nobody has improved on. Of course, if another idea came along that was as good, it would probably be ours too. Reynolds Wrap and Reynolds Plastic Wrap. Make it right from the start.
From the Channel 2 News Team, the Tri-State Morning Report with John Slattery. Sponsored by Anchor Savings Bank, member FSLIC, and an equal opportunity lender.
Good morning, 37 degrees right now. There'll be a little bit of sunshine today. A white cab driver is brutally beaten in Harlem, and police are calling it a racial incident. Police say a group of black youngsters shouted, "This is for Howard Beach," as they attacked the 37-year-old cabbie. He was taken to Columbia Presbyterian Hospital this morning. Police say the cabbie had been in a minor car accident last night and was exchanging information with the other driver when the teenagers attacked. Police are still investigating. Some 100 black demonstrators converged on the Board of Education headquarters in Brooklyn yesterday in a bid to force officials to name their nominee as the new school's chancellor. The protesters want Adelaide Stanford, a black member of the State Board of Regents, to replace the retiring chancellor, Nathan Quinones. Educator Donald Smith says that